I've known Spring since first grade, been best friends with her since third, and I've seen her through her ups and her downs, and kind of been there all along the way. And when she first told me that she met Adil, she said, "Molly, this one's different. I don't want this one to end." Before it had been, "Oh, it's gonna end next week. Oh, it's gonna end next week. No, I don't want to plan ahead, it's not gonna end next week." And she was Skyping me one day on Facebook and she said, "It's different. I don't want this one to end. I want to make plans. I want to think ahead." And I said, "I've never heard you say that before. That's awesome." And so then I talked to Adil and I Skyped with him, and I could just tell by the way they talked to each other and the way they looked at each other that it was different and it was special. And it was the kind of love that you read about and you hope for. And so I saw it forming, and when she told me it was coming to the end of her study abroad, and I said, "What are y'all gonna do?" And she was kind of quiet, and I said, "You could always get married." And I was kind of joking, and she got kind of quiet again, and I said, "Are you married?" And she said, "No, but we're heavily thinking about it." And so then it became very real, and it was time to really, put Adil to the test, the best friend test, as I have everyone. He definitely passed. And so he came over here, and as I got to talking, and I got to see how they worked together, I could never pick a better person to replace me as her best friend. You're the only one I will hand that title over to in good conscience and good grace. So I'm sorry I'm going to butcher this, but Allah Habik Ya Lahila. Welcome to the family.